Nothing. The answer is nothing, but not in the way you think. Super Smash Brothers... Excuse me. Super Smash Brothers has been a game about fighting. But it's also had other modes and whatnot, but it's whatever. What I want to talk about is the DLC, because it's been a pretty bumpy ride, but it's also been a pretty fun one. So, we started back around the release of the game. We were eagerly waiting for Piranha Plant, which finally came out. And we were awaiting the next character, who we already knew about. Just about, I think, a day before the game came out, Joker from Persona 5 was announced for Super Smash Bros. That's crazy. Now, at the time, I had no idea what a Persona or 5 was, so when I heard about it from a friend of mine, because I didn't even know the Game Awards were a thing, I was confused. Like, Joker from Batman? Or is there some other Joker I don't know, which was the case? It was Joker from Persona 5. I had no idea what a Persona 5 was. I had no idea that there was even a Persona series, and I had no idea what Shin Megami Tensei was. I still hardly know what those things are. But, Joker, he's probably, on a hype scale, the second least hype I've been for a character. Because at the time, I had no idea who he was. I learned it from a friend, and then years later I played Persona 5. And now it's one of my favorite games of all time. So, yay. So there's that. Joker definitely second least hype in the Fighters Pass 1 because, yeah, I had no idea who he was at the time. What this meant for the Fighters Pass was Joker set high expectations because there were basically two groups of people. People like me who had no idea what a Persona 5 was, and the other half of the internet who absolutely adored Persona 5, and then there was the people who just hated it. But the people who adored Persona 5, they went viral. Like, it went crazy. Things happened. And that normally doesn't happen for Smash. Like, Joker was so insane at the time that it set such high expectations for Fighters Pass 1 that barely anyone could cover. So when Hero was announced, some were disappointed, and many Japanese fans weren't because, you know, Dragon Quest XI is a JRPG, so, you know, it kind of makes sense. There are some people, I knew some people who found Hero's inclusion to be really cool. I am not one of them, but I do understand the hype behind Hero and how heavy he is as a character. And then that same day we got Banjo-Kazooie announced, and that was one of the few characters that could top Persona 5, you know, Joker from Persona 5. That was one of the few characters who could top that, top him for many people. Fighters Pass 1 hadn't really hit the peak for me yet because I didn't know what a Joker was, and I never really played Dragon Quest, so both of those reveals were kind of in the middle for me. Then we got Banjo, and I lost my shit. So, yay. And then we got Terry, who, despite everything, is the only DLC character that I main. And I just really like the way Terry plays. I don't know if it's because I used to play Street Fighter a ton. So I think maybe it's just because he's a Shoto. That's why, and I like playing as the Shotos. I mostly play as Ryu sometimes. I haven't really touched Ken. But, like, I used to play Street Fighter a ton. And I've gotten a little bit into the King of Fighters series. So, seeing Terry, while initially he wasn't very hype, I still enjoy playing as him. Because he's probably the most complicated, I guess, out of every character that's been announced for Fighters Pass 1. Then we got Byleth a couple months later. Who cares? We did get Sans, though. That was a time, let me tell you. And then we kind of sat dormant. With Terry, we got the news that we were getting a new pass, or like new characters. And Sakurai himself said he was probably going to stick with like 2 or 3, but then we got 6. And we kind of started on a low note. We got this weird reveal in a mini direct that a character from ARMS was coming. I don't understand what the game plan was behind that. So we sat for like up until June of that year. Wait. It's really been a whole year since Min Min came out. Wait, no. I'm actually fine. So, Min Min came out this year, not last year. My bad. Wait. Hold on. Okay, so after a bit of thinking, Min Min did come out last year. Because it's June right now. So then, after a bit of a wait, we got Minecraft Steve. God, Minecraft Steve is my second favorite character to join the game so far. Actually, my third favorite character to join the game so far. If you include the base roster of Ultimate, that would number 1 would go to King K. Rool. Number 2 I'll get to in a second. But Minecraft Steve, from literally the most bought game of all time, is in Smash, and I'm surprised it took this long. It would take ages for me to even come up with Steve. I thought about Steve way back when the first Fighters Pass started, and now here he is, Minecraft Steve in Smash. And I've seen some people say that he doesn't really fit in Smash, and that I think people think his moveset is a bit out of whack, and that he doesn't belong in Smash. And I hate to break it to you, but no. First of all, no character has ever had no character. You could never look at a character and say, yeah, that'd be work in a fighting game at first glance. At first glance, you'd never think that. That's unless you exclusively play fighting games. There's no reason you'd think that. Let's say if you were to ask me I don't know, 8 years ago, back when I still exclusively played Street Fighter. If you gave me a look at let's say I never knew about him, which would be hard to believe. I never knew about Mario, and I've exclusively played Street Fighter. You'd be hard pressed hearing me say that Mario would be a good pick for Street Fighter, because no, he wouldn't. He's a platformer. I think you're dumb if you think that Minecraft Steve didn't make sense. If you think Minecraft Steve was a bad pick for Smash, because he doesn't work. He does, which is why they retooled almost every damn stage in the game for him to work. Okay? So, shut your mouth. And then we got Sephiroth, my second favorite character overall, and my favorite DLC character to be announced so far. My brain shut off whenever I saw Sephiroth, so I literally went number 11, Sephiroth, whenever he was revealed, because my brain just shut off. I was excited for Sephiroth. And then he came out that day with his own little boss that you could do, that I beat in 5 seconds. That was crazy! He's definitely been the most, hype character to join Smash so far, right next to King K. Rool. It's just insane. And then we got the letdown that was Pyra and Mithra. Goddamn, why? I don't like Xenoblade 2. I played it for a little bit, and I didn't like it. I can understand the excitement that people felt, but at the same time, it's yeah, my most wanted character got it in Smash. Duh, of course I'm going to be excited. Pyra and Mithra were pretty meh. Probably my least favorite character to be added so far. So there's that. And then most recently we got Kazuya from the Tekken series in Smash. Another character from a fighting series, which I am excited about. I like fighting characters, and they're fun to play as. So how they're gonna turn a 3D fighting game into a 2D party platformer fighting game, that's gonna be exciting to see. So I guess overall my main point is you need to keep your expectations low for the next fighter. It's not going to be, I can tell you now, it's not going to be some big fighter like Crash or another Banjo-Kazooie level character. It's not going to be one of those, I'm telling you that now. The Mii might be Sans level of hype, but I'm telling you now, it is not going to be the level that you want it to be. Keep your expectations low. As the Push Dustin man on Twitter tells me to, hype responsibly. Don't expect another Banjo-like character to be in Smash. I'm telling you now, Dante, Crash, I don't know, some other Persona character that would be super hype. It's not happening. I'm telling you that now. So, yeah, I hate to break your little moment here, but that's the facts.